Host 2 helpers, 2 blues, an invader, and me, a little agent cares out to mess all of them. Jesus Christ. That's impressive. My first tonic. Hacker's Delight. I've returned. Sorry about that. Now then, all this surprise. And hello and welcome everyone to this other video. I say other video, but it's going to be going on a completely different stream series, so it's not going to make much sense context-wise. Right, there we go. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the start of the Bioshock on the hardest difficulty series. It's like the reaction to Cyberpunk 2077 as well, like, and also the role-playing game that inspired it, Cyberpunk 2020. Weirdly enough, the creator behind it said that Cyberpunk games and the dystopia involved is meant to be a warning, not a fucking political goal. Oh, that's a nice easy one. Apparently, anyway.
I know medical pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst, then ratchet leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once ratchet starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you back.
Sorry, it's not to be envied. This shit, it's just a cautionary tale. Exactly. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm all for the the cyber augmentation side of cyberpunk stuff. I'm all for that. I'm all for Shadowrun's thing of metahumans and magic. That stuff is fucking awesome. The dystopia? Nah. Nah. Nah, thanks. And honestly, weirdly enough, Deus Ex, I do not like Deus Ex one bit, but the more recent one they have done does throw a very, very good curveball by, from almost the beginning of it, showing how even cyber augmentation can be used to keep the poor people poor. It's like, you need this stuff to live, don't you? Yes? Well, you also need drugs to make sure your body doesn't reject it. How are you going to get those drugs? Ah, well, you're in poverty. Just guess you're going to have to try and scrape things together to try and make sure you can actually live. Literally, and not have your new bionic arm, which you need for your job, or for, just living, doesn't try to, rebel and exit your body violently. That was like one of the very few times I'll actually praise Deus Ex, because they nailed that amazingly.
When Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius.
That is fucking unsettling.
Surgical career creating the same tired shapes over and over again. The upturned nose, the cleft chin, the ample bosom. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do with a knife
Ample bosom.
that old Spaniard did with a brush?
Oh, bit too hard on the old nip-nops. Oh. Everything's a tool to keep the disparity between the rich and the poor. Yep. Precisely. I don't need to go there just yet. I'm gonna not go there just yet. Don't try and sequence break this game. It fucks you in the arse if you try. And not in the pleasurable sense. Because they're not hurting each other or trying to kill each other. You daft sod. Which wants to make PS IRL, but that doesn't work anatomically, yeah. Aesthetics are more imperative.
Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that says
Affection.
two arms, two legs, two ears, two breasts?
Yes?
I'm not finished. Not finished.
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. If you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in its gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
The sound design for the Big Days is also amazing. The whale noise and heavy footsteps, yeah. Case in point. It's a great exercise in how do you make something that seems so alien and yet so human at the same time, and something to be feared and intimidated by. You create something like the Big Daddy. Like you didn't even need that introduction of what the Big Daddy can do to know, you know, just how frightening a Big Daddy can be. And they did it anyway, but it wasn't necessary.
Whenever anyone wants other never mind your own needs, they say. Think of the needs of whoever.
$10. So that. Also, that's another thing. It's a tip for hard mode. Hack every single first aid station, because it's cheaper than buying a first aid kit.
How many catastrophes are launched with the words,
And if they get destroyed, they drop a first aid kit.
Looks familiar.
And although he looks more inhuman, he's passive until you attack him like the rest of Rapture. Exactly. He is there moving around and intimidating as all fuck, and yet he will not attack you until you strike first. When they charge as well, yeah. Yeah, run away, yeah. Did I search the body that I left over? I did. I do not have the incinerate power up. What am I missing for incinerate? Oh, I know what I'm missing for incinerate. I need to take on the Big Daddy, don't I? Yes.
Come, devil. Stop her!
Is it just me, or is the game balked slightly and not spawned the Big Daddy? Oh no, I need to go through that... through the fiery place. I need to go through the fire and flames. Will you? My impression of through the fire and flames. That's not it. I know what I'm looking for. I just can't, for some reason I cannot remember where the fuck it is. Look there, there's nothing there. So slip through here. There it is. Pokey, hello and welcome. Salt and Sacrifice multiplayer can be pure utter chaos and I love it. Awesome. Lost in Rapture ain't good. I'm not lost, I'm temporarily turned around. You're lost. Your face is lost. Could totally scale up that in real life.
Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
Look, you want Salt and Sacrifice? Ah. I'm kind of meh on it, personally. See why people would want it. It's very much not for me, I don't think. Me and 2D melee games really don't mix. Host 2 helpers, 2 blues, an invader, and me, a little agent cares out to mess all of them. Jesus Christ. That's impressive. Hey, my first tonic. Hacker's Delight. That's a physical tonic. Every time you hack something, you gain a little health and leave. I should have gone that first. Oh well. Sounds funny. It sounds like they've managed to crack, you know, the fun of Dark Souls multiplayer and made it work in the 2D environment. That's impressive, honestly. I've sworn this is where you get Incinerate. I've sworn you get Incinerate from here. In there, for example, I'm very certain this is where Incinerate comes from. Hey Q, you know what else sounds funny? Do you know what else sounds funny? What, you didn't get Incinerate? No, I think you get it here. And, you know, I went into this point and didn't go fully in. And that might have, you know, bugged up the sequence slightly. We should get runs. Incinerate. There's a covenant in the game where it basically says, do whatever the hell you want in the host world. Ah, the mound makers. What else is funny? Bone Jower. I could make it. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it worse. I'm gonna make it absolutely worse. Absolutely worse. Every time I say it takes you a solid second because you can't even recognize what you're trying to pronounce. Well, here's another one for you then. Sound like Bone Shower this time. Bone Jower par les vaus franceus. Oi et vaus. That sounds like Latin. So that is going to be it for me for tonight. But until next time, thank you all very much for coming along again. And until then, hope you have yourselves a good rest of your evening, a good night, a good day, a good morning, or a good afternoon. Till then, though, stay safe, stay amazing. See you later. Bye.
The world called him a genius.
That is fucking unsettling.